Wow. College student was arrested for not wearing her hijab properly. If today is your first time of visiting my channel, please subscribe and follow me on my Facebook page and Instagram. Without wasting much of our time, let's get down to the video.
Speaking of unrest, let's turn our attention to Iran, where a college student was reportedly harassed for not wearing her hijab properly. Iran's morality police ripped her hijab and tore her clothes. In protest, the student then stripped to her undergarments and walked around the campus. Later, she was arrested, allegedly beaten up, bundled into a car and taken away. While her whereabouts are still unknown, many people are applauding the woman for her bravery and criticizing the Iranian regime, where not much has changed in the past 2 years, when another young woman called Masha Amini was killed for similar reasons. After which, anti-hijab protests rocked the nation and shook the very foundation of the Islamic regime. Our next report tells you more.
An Iranian woman stripped to her undergarments in a mark of protest against her country's strict Islamic dress code. The law mandates that women wear a hijab or headscarf in public. It is enforced by Iran's so-called morality police. Women can be subjected to harsh punishment even for minor infractions. And that's what happened on Saturday at Tehran's prestigious Islamic Azad University. A female student was physically harassed by members of Basij for wearing her hijab incorrectly. Basij is an Iranian volunteer paramilitary group. They reportedly ripped the student's hijab and tore her clothes. So the woman stripped to her underwear and, with her hair uncovered, she confronted the security personnel. Still in a state of undress, she walked around the campus in protest before a group of men surrounded her, allegedly beat her, bundled her into a car and drove away. The woman's condition and whereabouts are currently unknown. Some reports say that she was arrested by intelligence agents, then transferred to an undisclosed location. Other reports say that she was transferred to a psychiatric hospital after the university claimed that the student was suffering from mental health issues. While this seems like a cover-up, the video circulating on social media has gained a lot of attention. Many people are applauding the woman for her boldness and bravery. The UN says that they will be monitoring this incident closely, including the authorities' response. Amnesty International has called for the immediate and unconditional release of the student. If or when that will happen is not certain. After all, this is Iran we're talking about, where not much has changed over the past 2 years. In 2022, Iran was rocked by nationwide protests against the dress code following the death of Mahsa Amini, a 22-year-old woman who died in the custody of the morality police after being arrested for allegedly not wearing a headscarf properly. Outraged women and girls led the protests, burning their headscarves, dancing on the streets, marching for women to be free. This went on for months. The government cracked down on protesters. More than 500 people were killed. More than 22,000 people were detained. Ultimately, the protest was violently crushed. In December 2022, Iran abolished the morality police. But by April 2023, they were back. And over the past year, Iran has installed facial recognition software to identify hijab offenders. They monitor women through traffic surveillance cameras and drones. Those found guilty by the authorities are summoned to appear in court, and often enough, matters get worse. About a year ago, the hijab police allegedly beat a 16-year-old girl into coma. In July this year, police opened fire on a woman for not wearing the hijab. A month later, another woman was shot over her hijab, which left her paralyzed. In September this year, Iran's new president/mouthpiece, Masoud Pezeshkian, said that the morality police will not bother women. But obviously, they were hollow words, because in Iran, women are declared mentally unfit and even killed over their headscarves, and dress code still takes priority over innocent lives.
Washington is all set for a presidential battle like no other.
In less than 90 days, It's either going to be him or me sitting in the Oval Office.
Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump.
All we want is one simple thing: get out on Tuesday and vote.
A vice president versus a former president. As we head towards election night, Vantage will be live from the heart of the action. Speaking to voters in this final stretch,
I'm still very undecided.
Very close presidential race.
tracking the campaigns as they make the last push. From exclusive ground reports to in-depth analysis, this is your one-stop destination for the presidential race. Join us on this special edition of Vantage, live from the White House in Washington, D.C.
Oh, this is emotional. For me, I don't think it's nice. It's not good. I don't like it. I think it's unfair, even if they are not properly dressed or not wearing the hijab. How can they arrest someone for not wearing hijab? My own opinion. This is the end of my video. If you love my reaction, please share, like, and comment. See you in my next video.